Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and if not, I hope it gets better. In my first video, I started a restoration on a doll that I got about a year ago, but I'm at a bit of a standstill right now because I'm waiting on some supplies. I figured in the meantime I could introduce you to some of the other dolls that I have. So without further ado, let's get started. I had to move the camera a bit because my head got cut off when I sat on the edge here. So, now without further ado. Well, I suppose first I'll give you a refresher on where our last lovely lady ended, I should say. She still needs a name. I'm probably not going to give her a name until after I finish her. But, I cleaned all of her clothes. They're looking a lot better. There's still some, like, yellowing and such, but it's a lot better. I may end up needing to replace the socks because can you hear it? It's kind of crunchy. I think I didn't neutralize the bleach quite enough, so the elastic is degrading. But here are her pants. A lot better. Her little shoes. I didn't do anything to them, but they're still so cute. And we've got her body. There's still some, it's a lot less yellow, but there's still some yellow on there. I may end up doing another pass before I start the next video. I might not. It's hard to say. Her severed foot, of course. Her little hands, disembodied, as they're wont to be. And her dress did pretty good. There is still that purple blue. It's honestly a lot fainter than I expected it to be by now. So I'm pretty happy with that. Then we have her head, and it's still a head. And her hair, which I'm not gonna clean her hair off camera. It's a very rewarding process, so I wouldn't want to deprive you of this. Yeah, so that's where she's at now that she's all dry and in a box. Disembodied, headless pile of clothes. Next, I am going to start with, I don't know if I want to call her a passion project, but sort of. She's sort of a passion project. This is her. I'm probably going to have to redo her hair. She made it through a move. I did dye her hair, and I want to re-dye it because I want it to sort of start out strawberry blonde on the top and then get like deep rich red on the bottom. This is less of a restoration and more of like a customization. I'm trying to make like a little berry themed girl. I made this skirt. I might end up remaking that as well, just because I wanted it to be more poofy. I made this when I first got back into knitting, so it's not as nice as I would like it to be, but I mean, it's still cute. It's just, yeah, I want it to be a little longer and a little more poofy, so it's more like a berry. And then, of course, she needs a shirt. And I was going to give her like big fruit-shaped earrings. I'm not sure what kind of fruit yet. But I did end up cleaning her and all of that. She's nice and white and not yellowed anymore. And I gave her all new stuffing, and I cleaned her wires and put those back in. I don't think there are wires in, no, there are wires in her legs. I think I might end up, these are sort of just tacked in right now. I'm going to re-secure her head when I get back into it. But yeah, the thread is one of the supplies that I'm waiting on right now, for finishing the other one as well. So yeah, that's not going to happen yet. I just need a thicker thread, just to ensure that she will not lose her head. There's her. So usually I name the dolls. I don't think I named her. I don't remember naming her. And I have this box, along with her. There are two or three. There are 2 or 3 dolls in here that have all been disembodied, and stored away, because I had to move houses, and I was in the middle of taking them apart and cleaning them, and so I just hurried up and finished cleaning them, let them dry, and then packed them all up. I anticipated getting further than I did. So let me see if I can sort these by name first, because I did name them and I labeled them by name. So let's do that. In here I have as well all of the wires. I'm not going to pull these out. It looks like one of them doesn't have wires, so I'm going to have to replace her wires. It's been over a year since been probably like 2 years since I've worked on these. So I don't remember everything. But let me introduce you to the girls. So we have Marianne. Here is her dress and body, it feels like. Her dress is pretty good. I'm probably going to give it another wash just to freshen it up. Feels kind of dusty almost. Then she has a little bag that comes with her. She's so cute. I really like her. I am probably going to end up selling her when I'm done, but I do really like her. Of course, she's got her little bloomers. They're nice and clean. I did clean all of these dolls before I put them away, so of course, for the most part, they're nice and clean. She's a little bit odd because her hands, and as you'll see, her face is peach, and her legs are this weird white gray color. Not my favorite. I'm probably going to repaint these. Here's her head. Miss Marianne. Oh yeah, I forgot. She lost an eye. Her head is full of stuffing right now. And her eye is also still in here. It's just not glued anymore. I'm not sure if I want to go, which route I want to take. I either am going to customize her, give her a new eye, or just try and repair her properly and put her eye back in. I don't know yet what I want to do. I think either way, there are some pretty fun possibilities, so I'm gonna think about it and I'll make my decision later. Let's put that back in here so it doesn't get lost. And I'm putting her head back. One of the other girls had an accident, so you'll get to see that later. Yeah, she's going to be fun. She's definitely not going to be a proper restoration. Probably. Excuse me. I haven't found a good way to re-secure the heads in like a seamless manner. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I will come back to that. I want to show you her wig. It's so cute. It's so curly on the bottom now, again. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. And she's got a little bow. She's very stylish. I really like her. So that was Marianne. So unfortunately, Marianne is going to have to go back in the box so she doesn't get lost or broken. I'm going to refold her and all of her bits and put her away again. All right, next is Winnie, and I think Winnie might be the one whose head broke, but I'm not sure. Feels pretty solid, so I guess not. All right, so Winnie's kind of interesting. She's got paint around her head. Oh, I forgot that I already glued her back together. That's crazy. I don't know how I forgot that. Yeah, so she's already been glued back together. She's, you can tell for sure, but she turned out better than I thought it would. There's a little bit of texture where the breaks are, so I might sand that down a little bit. And then put a little extra glue on the inside to reinforce it. And then, of course, repaint. But yeah. Wow. Good job, me. I had no idea I did that. So I guess you won't have to see the horrors of a doll with her head broken into 1, 2, 3 or 4 pieces. We're going to put her back in. And hopefully she doesn't break again. And of course we have her body. And she matches her face, I believe. She kind of does. Yeah, she kind of does. Yeah, a lot of these I'm going to also color correct the bodies, I think, so that they match the face a little better. Maybe put a little bit extra detail in like the nose and the cheeks, fingertips. Because the areas where blood collects. Just to give it a little extra realism. Extra care. All right. And then Winnie's dress is very cute, I think. It's blue. And her pantaloons match. She's got tall socks. They're in really good shape. I forgot about that. Yeah, they're in crazy good shape. I might, just because the fibers are sort of loose at the end, I might do a stitch on the top to reinforce it so they continue to be in really good shape. But otherwise, I don't think I'm gonna have to do much with the socks. And then we'll look at her hair. She's also got a nice bow to match her dress. It's very cute, very fashionable. She's got a nice fringe. Her hair is also bouncy, bouncy, curly. Love it. Her hair turned out really nice. I think, if I remember right, her hair was a bit of a pain, but it's honestly really smooth now. And Winnie goes back into the box as well. And now all we have left is Edith. Edith is a lot smaller than the other two. Don't pick on her. Tiny. I'm keeping the stuffing in her head. She's in better shape than the others. Well, the one was my fault that she's in such bad shape. Winnie I dropped. Marianne I did not drop. She came like that. But she is perfectly together. There are some ridges here that I'm not sure if I'm going to keep or try to correct. Once I get into it, I will see like how deep it goes. Because if it's just surface level, then I can sort of get rid of these ridges. Make her nice and smooth. She's got like a little, looks like a little vein on her head. It's kind of funny, but maybe not what we're looking for. And I'm probably going to repaint her lips so they match a little better. And she's got like a miss paint right above her lip. I don't think that's an intentional beauty mark. It looks like the same color as her lips. So, and then we have Edith's hair. She's the only one in this bunch that has straight hair. It sort of naturally looks a little bit ratty. I'm gonna try and make it look nicer when I put her back together. Maybe try some straightening techniques on it. Try and make it look intentionally straight instead of, just bleh. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we do with her. But I do like she's got little fringe. It's very cute. And then we have Edith's body and dress. Oh, I forgot she has a bonnet. A little bonnet. So, put back together. Does Edith not have a cap? I don't think Edith has a cap. So that's interesting. Means she's just glued on. I'll probably get her a cap so that she stays together better. But, just a little sneak peek for you. Her and her little bonnet. She's pretty cute. Global peepish. And then she's got a little dress. Matches the bonnet, of course. Yes, I do remember her pants and her body are oddly starchy. They've been that way the whole time. I don't really know why they're so starchy, but they are. And it's a little odd, but I'm gonna try and, you know, iron these out and make them look nice when I put it back together. These might go through the wash again. She's got a couple stains still. But she's got socks that are in pretty good shape too. I apparently put them back on her legs when I packed her up. That's kind of funny. But yeah. Oh yeah, she was put together odd, I think. I think she might have been. She was the one that was put together with a zip tie instead of like sewing, which is pretty silly, but that's okay. Let's put her back in her wrapping. Okay, two more dolls. They're both from my roommate. Um, they're new. Well, new to me. They still have their stands, which is pretty fun. They don't always. They often don't, in fact. The three that I just showed you didn't have stands, I don't believe. Sometimes they do have stands and I get rid of them because they're in such bad shape. But here she is. It looks like her hat is kept on by a pin, which is pretty funny. I haven't even taken the hat off yet. Oh, these curls are gonna be so fun. I'm very excited. I'm gonna put that back in the hat so it doesn't bite me in the butt later, literally. So I'm just going to do a cursory look, like a preview, sneak peek. So we're going to okay. Yeah. So we have oh, it's like a little petticoat underneath. That's fun. I like it. Her shoes are in really good shape. They've got actual snaps. Oh my goodness. They have actual snaps. I'm so excited. There's a little bit of repainting that needs to be done. But otherwise the shoes are in really good shape. Socks looking good. Oh, I think her legs start pretty far down. Her legs, this is actually a fairly common trend, is that the legs don't match the arms. I believe, now don't quote me on this, I don't know for sure. I'm not an expert. I believe it's to match the socks. The assumption is just that you're just going to keep the socks on. The assumption is that you're not going to do what I'm doing currently and take them apart. But sometimes they aren't stored properly and they need to be taken apart and given some love. So I think what I'm going to do with her, this wire has hopefully seen better days. This one is secured with thread around the neck, but it's secured not with the two on each side here. It's secured internally. Oh, it's not secured with thread. That's a zip tie. Zip tie. Yeah, okay. So it's secured with a zip tie. We got another one. It looks like her face could use a little. That sounds so mean. Her face could use a little work. What I really mean is that she's got a little bit of dirt on her face and her lips. You can tell that she lost her lipstick, not that she's without lipstick. So I'll just repaint that. Oh no! Oh, she's got a crack in her head too. I didn't do that, I swear. Huh. All right. Good to know. But yeah, there she is. As far as the cloth goes, it looks like there's a little bit of staining, like a little bit of brown, probably just age. She's still got her tag though, which is kind of neat. She was made in Taiwan, stuffed with all new materials. Contents: cotton 47%, polyester 42.2%, acrylic 8.8%, and other fiber 2%. What is other fiber? Like, it's only 2% of it. Surely there's only one other fiber. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but she will probably get restuffed. Not because of the quality of her stuffing. It feels like her stuffing is good quality, but as with every other doll that I've come across, I don't know where it's been. It could have my lizard's looking at me. It could have been stored improperly, or been exposed to mold, or unfortunately sometimes animal excrement, and I would just rather not deal with that. So I plan on removing her stuffing, cleaning everything, and then restuffing her. Since she is not cleaned, I'm going to just put her back together. So 1 second here while I do that. That's kind of cute. I'd wear that, like on top of something, but or under something. These socks are kind of odd. It's like they're too big for her feet. It's kind of funny. Then put the shoes back on. Nope, you know what? I'll redress her later. You don't need to watch me do that. Here's the final one, also from my roommate. She also comes with a stand. The stand is chipped, but otherwise fine. It's not like it's destroyed or anything. Again, I might keep it, I might not. I'm not sure yet. 1 second. There we go. Thank you, ma'am. This also has like a little petticoat situation going on. Kind of fun. Just initial feel. She feels like she's gonna need some work. I'm sorry, ma'am, but you do. Can you hear that? There's a wire smacking up against the porcelain. We don't really want that. Okay. So, initial looks again. She's got a little dirt on her face. Her hair's gonna need some work, especially up here. She needs some love. Otherwise, her clothes look okay. These are stains that I think I can get out pretty easy. And I'm sorry if they don't show up on the camera. A lot of it's yellowing, so they aren't going to show up super well on the camera. Come on. Let me check her head. Her head's fine. That's good. So she's in One Piece. The anime. The TV show. she's in one piece. I'm struggling. It's okay. It's better now. Hers also have snaps. Oh my gosh, I love it. I wonder if they're from the same place. Not the same place, but like the same company. The problem with getting these secondhand is that you never know where they come from, like even a little bit. I'm sure someone can identify these dolls. That's not where my passion is. I'm not a doll collector, I'm a doll restorer. I like fixing them. I don't really keep them for the most part after I fix them. The socks are in pretty good shape here too. Again, there's like a little bit of fraying on the top, like that. So I'm probably going to reinforce that. And then, interesting. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me see if I can show you. There's like little pock marks on her feet. I have no idea if you're going to be able to see that until later. She's stuffed very oddly. I think she's overstuffed. She's got like a lumpy spine. And then there's, of course, the wire problems. So I think she was overstuffed. We're going to restuff her as per usual. Once again, zip tie. I don't understand the zip tie, but it's okay. I don't have to. So yeah, these are all the dolls that I have right now. They are going to be worked on in the future. I don't know exactly when. Like I said, I'm waiting on some supplies, and I want to make sure that I do a good job on them. So I'm not going to start working on them. I'm not going to finish working on them without getting supplies that I need. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much again for clicking on my video, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.